Welcome to Southern Virginia University Knights Arena. We are bringing you live broadcast on Knights Broadcasting, the women's Knights basketball team just announcing their starting lineups. Tonight we have a contest between the Southern Virginia University Knights women's basketball team and the Mary Washington Eagles women's basketball team. I am Scotty Winterton, here with my broadcast partner, Adam Peterson. We are excited to bring you the very first women's home game of the 2021-2022 season. And the Knights start off their home schedule against a very tough opponent, formerly a conference opponent in the Capital Athletic Conference. The Knights now a member of USA South in their first year in that conference. The Mary Washington Eagles are still a member of the former Capital Athletic Conference, now called the C2C or Coast to Coast Conference. The Eagles come in at 6-1. At one point, they were 5-0 in receiving votes in the national poll. We'll talk more about that soon. The Knights come in at 3-2 and are on a 2-game winning streak. Adam, we're really excited for a women's home game. It feels like it's been forever to have a real winter basketball season.
Yeah, it's exciting to be out here on the court, see the players get out there and compete. And these are two teams that are familiar with each other, like you said. Since the 2014 season, they've seen each other 14 times. Knights only coming away with one win out of those 14 times. Trying to get their second tonight. That first one did come in the 2018-19 season in overtime, so it could be another close one here tonight.
We just saw Katie Garish go up on the jump ball against Jordan Carpenter. Travel called on the Mary Washington Eagles' Megan Baxter, and we'll see Emma Camden now bring the ball up as the point guard for the Knights. The Knights come in with 4 players in double figures in average points per game. And the Eagles, who have a very impressive 6-1 record, had 16 points in the national poll, putting them at around 30th nationally. Come in with 2 players, Tori Martin with 10 points a game. She's number 50, their leading scorer. Also, Jordan Carpenter, number 23, has 10 points per game. So not a lot of scoring coming out of this Mary Washington team, but a really strong defensive program.
Yeah, and the scoring is really balanced as the Knights miss a 3 there. Only 2 in double digits, as you mentioned. But a lot of players right there hovering around double digits. And so that's something to expect, and that the Knights know coming into this game that it's going to be balanced scoring. And that's going to be another turnover, and the second turnover early on for Megan Baxter. She was tied for the lead coming into this one with 2.9 turnovers per game. Already has 2 quick ones here in this.
Yeah, one more. She's over her per game average.
That's going to be a good matchup.
Yes. Sorry, keep going, Adam.
Courtney McCrowa versus Jordan Carpenter for the Eagles. Very good player.
So I apologize to Megan Baxter's family, as I think we jinxed her. She just had her 3rd turnover in this early part of the first half.
And 2.9 turnovers for a point guard really is not bad at all. That's really good. As there's another turnover. One of the things coming into this game that was a key for the Knights was to try and force some turnovers, because the Eagles just don't turn the ball over very much. Not quite 17, which doesn't seem like a lot compared to the Knights' 28.
Right, and that's really if the Knights are going to be successful today, it's going to be limiting those turnovers. That's something certainly that has been on the mind of the Schroeders. The coaching staff. Lynette Schroeder, head coach in her 2nd season with the Knights, assisted by Brett Schroeder, and they do happen to be related, husband and wife coaching team. one of a few husband and wife coaching teams we have at Southern Virginia University. Our women's volleyball team, who won the conference championship recently, and the men's and women's cross country and track and field programs, who also won both men's and women's. Evidently, the coaching duo of husband and wife team is a successful paradigm at SVU. We maybe need to get more of that going on. Nice drive baseline from Ashley Martin, not able to get it to go as she tries to put pressure on Anna Singer. Newman pushes it up. Newman's the only new starter for this team in terms of returning players. The other 4 starters on the team, Emma Camden, Anna Singer, Katie Garish, Courtney McCrolla, all returning players for the Knights.
Yeah, and a lot of returners in general for the Knights. Of the 18 players on the team, 12 returners, only 6 new faces for this year. So that experience is going to help them out this season.
Yeah, and the Knights had a number of large classes that had kind of turned over in the last few years. So it's nice to see the Schroeders keeping players, recruiting solid players. I've had a chance to meet a number of the recruits that have come in to campus and met with this team and met with the coaches. And they're recruiting some really great players, but it's nice when you have some consistency, especially when you have Katie Garish returning, who took last season, the COVID season, off and is now returning for the Knights. Former conference player of the year in the Capital Athletic Conference. That's number 40 for the Knights.
And she'll pick up a foul there.
The first foul on Katie.
Coach Schroeder right here was not happy with that one in front of us.
No, she did express her displeasure, respectfully disagreeing. Nice running hook from Molly Sharman, subbed in for the Eagles. Newman on the drive, gets in to the paint. Great defense from Ashley Martin, getting her hand on the top of that ball, causing a jump ball. It'll stay Knights ball. Coming in for the Knights now, Savannah Christensen. She leads. She's second on the team, in average points per game at 15.8 points per game.
Leading
leading
the team, leading scorer.
Oh, yes, sorry. So the Knights now, quick shot on the baseline entry pass to Katie. The 10-footer doesn't fall for her. Great design inbound play. Katie with a reach around with a second quick foul. McCrolla is going to have to come in for Garish.
Yeah, and after that second quick foul, Katie's going to have to come sit on the bench. Courtney checks back in for her.
High screen and roll. Great job on the connection. Tori Martin with the finish.
Leading scorer for the Eagles, gets them on the board.
Anna Singer looks for the back door cutting Christensen. Block on the shot from Camden. Pushing hard, Molly Sharman. She gets baseline, goes up strong, draws the foul. That was Keegan Schwab. She'll go to the line as the Knights get their 4th team foul. First on Anna Singer. Anna Singer will come out as did you see Taylor? Is that Taylor? Taylor Miyazaki coming in.
Yeah, and that was a frustrating one there for the Knights in the fact that Anna Singer was in position and was squared up and then turned at the last second as the contact came. Good call by the ref, but frustrating for Coach Schroeder and the Knights.
Schwab goes 1 for 2 on the foul shots. Coaches here, Coach Schroeder calling for those cuts. He wants better movement from his team. Shot clock down to 2 seconds. They're going to call a double dribble on Savannah Christensen, known affectionately around campus as Nan. The Knights with their third turnover. Solid drive from Ashley Martin, but not able to connect on the pass. Out on the Knights, it'll stay the Eagles' ball as Molly Sharman looks to initiate the inbounds play.
Sydney Sherman checking in for the Eagles. Averaging 5.4 points per game, but second leading rebounder on the team with 5.7.
Long shot from Martin, wide open, not able to connect. And Christensen battles Jordan Carpenter for the rebound. Foul called on Carpenter. Second team foul, first on Carpenter.
Foul that Coach Applebury is not going to be happy with.
No, when you're the other end of the court, you want him to fight hard. You just want him to be wise in doing it. McCrolla, top of the key. Nice dig from Sharman. Christensen, long shot off the front iron. Rebound comes to Schwab. She'll initiate. Good left-handed drive from Sharman, not able to finish, but Carpenter, Johnny on the spot, grabs the rebound, puts it back in. 3-point lead for the Eagles.
Yeah,
nice little drive.
That's why she's averaging a double-double. Carpenter, that is, 11.7 rebounds per game and 10 points per game. And a lot of those rebounds are coming on the offensive end. As she
does it again. Finds the sweet spot opposite of the shot. Doing her best Dennis Rodman imitation. Figuring out where that ball is going to go before it gets there. And then has the wherewithal to finish. McCrolla drives again. Had that nice finish. Driving left-handed, finish right. Drives right-handed here. Draws another foul. And Alyssa McCrolla checks in as we have sisters on the court. Christensen with a nice entry to the senior McCrolla, who was only a junior.
That was a good job by her keeping the ball high. It was a good pass that threw to where she wanted it, up high, and kept it up high, didn't bring it down. Give an opportunity for some of those feisty guards down there to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, those are tough entry passes. If you're going to enter from the point instead of at an angle, you really got to have the defender sealed, and McCrolla did a great job, basically sealing off two defenders, turning, drawing the foul, cuts the lead to 1.
Yeah, and all 6 points for the Knights coming from McCrolla early on.
Great job by Martin to get inside underneath McCrolla, goes up strong. McCrolla reaches over, draws the foul on the shot. Needs to be careful with already having Garish, the senior from Springfield, Virginia, sitting on the bench. McCrolla and her sister from Longmont, Colorado. McCrolla went to Century High School. Her sister went to Skyline High School. Going 1 for 2. Newman initiates. Swings the ball far side with McCrolla. Nan with a nice 5-footer can't get it to fall. Great job getting to an open spot, pulling the trigger. Travel called on Emily Shively. Shively from McLean, Virginia, the senior, went to Langley High School. I had occasion to play Langley High School a number of times, just with a different sized round ball. Excellent high school up in Northern Virginia, basketball-wise. Steal from Ashley Martin. One of those things we talked about, Adam, trying to avoid those 28 per game average in turnovers.
Yeah, and that was just good defense by Sophia Pavlich, the freshman.
Great job by McCrolla stepping in and throwing off that shot. Christensen throws a little hesitation. The dig from the defender causes the turnover. 2 in a row for the Knights. Coach Schroeder sends in Barrett Jessup for Addison Newman.
Pavlich and Baxter, who has the ball for the Eagles right now, high school teammates.
Yeah, I'm sure they're having some fun conversations pre-game. The little floater from Misaki does not fall.
Yeah,
sorry, go ahead, Adam.
Did a good job with the jump stop there. Got her defender to fly by, as there's a miss from Martin for the Eagles.
Courtney McCrolla doing a great job staying vertical, not bringing her arms into that shooting plane, throwing the shot off without drawing a foul. Jessup with the quick turnaround, unable to get it to the rim. Christensen grabs the loose ball, and a foul called on Martin. Wouldn't call this the cleanest first period of basketball we've ever seen. It's been, I would say, a number of fouls, kind of ticky-tack, but a lot of reaches going on. Only 8-6 as Garish will step to the line, trying to tie the game up.
It's Savannah Christensen at the line. And coming into the season, or into this one, shooting 73.3%, splits in there.
Schwab gets it underneath, and Martin not able to do anything with it. She's been quiet the last 3 or 4 minutes. Adam, we haven't heard it. The leading scorer for the Eagles, and we haven't really seen much out of her in terms of getting the ball into her hand on the offensive end.
Yeah.
Jessup, sorry, go ahead.
McCrolla has been working really hard on the defensive end to keep the ball away from her as the Knights hit a 3. But also, just like on that last entry pass, the guards are doing a good job outside, like Savannah Christensen got her hands and got a steal on that last one, making it hard to get the ball to Martin inside.
25 seconds left in the period. The right-handed drive from Schwab, not able to finish. Both teams doing a good job getting into the paint and getting open looks, but the finishes seem to be few and far between. The Knights shooting 25% from the field. Not to be outdone, the Eagles only shooting 23% from the field. And a travel as Jessup gets a little reach in on Martin. Good job not drawing a foul while she did it. 1.7 left as the Knights initiate. Allie McCrolla gonna go down as Jessup will throw this in. Only a second and a half The turnover to Martin. She'll get a shot off. Not exactly what the Schroeders wanted. I'm sure Coach Lynette Schroeder wanted something different on that entry pass. So not the cleanest basketball, but fun, up and down, exciting. I'm sure a little jitters for the Knights in their first home game. Having Garish on the bench for all but about 2 minutes of that first quarter was difficult for the offense, though Courtney McCrolla stepped in nicely on the defensive end. And on the offensive end as she leads the Knights in scoring.
Yeah, and the recipe for victory for the Knights tonight is win the turnover battle and keep rebounds close. If they have less turnovers than the Eagles and can keep the rebounding battle somewhat a fair fight and don't give up too many offensive rebounds, which they did a better job in the second half of that first quarter after giving up a few to Jordan Carpenter. She'll be back on the floor now to start this second quarter. But if they can do those two things, then they're definitely going to have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, the Knights only down 2 rebounds, 10-8, but those 2 rebounds were offensive rebounds, as you mentioned, from Carpenter, and both of those ended up in the bottom of the net. Trying to get an entry pass to Garish. They can't get it. So the Knights, Emma Camden takes a shot.
Yeah, Eagles came out to start that second quarter in a zone, and it really threw off the Knights. Really looked all out of sorts there.
That's a smart move from Coach Applebury with the Knights not shooting well. We'll see who that foul. Is that on Garish or McCrolla? It's going to be McCrolla's second foul.
And the Eagles are going to continue to do that to try and that's 2 fouls on both McCrolla and Garish now early on in this second quarter. They're going to keep feeding Martin.
Yeah, I like the concerted effort to get that ball into Martin. She's got good post moves, and as you said, now both women who would be covering her, guarding her in the post, have 2 fouls.
And that's what they've done all season. She's leading the team in field goal attempts, points. So that's what they've been looking to do, and they're going to continue to do that.
McCullough now drives baseline. Nice spin move to her right hand, but great defense from Jordan Carpenter. The alley-oop. Finds Schwab. She tries to finish on the one touch. Can't get it to fall, but the Knights were out of bounds as they tried to grab the rebound.
Maybe not the smartest move from Schwab there, but definitely an athletic move.
Love it. Quick pace of play. Knights doing a better job staying in front of the offensive player, and then an offensive foul called on Carpenter as she cleared out Christensen.
Yeah, Coach Applebury not happy with that call.
Seemed a little tight.
Still talking with the ref here.
Coach Applebury in her 20th season with a career record of 369 and 114. Nice job on the finish from the Knights. Give them the 2-point lead.
Finally able to get that high post to low post action. Christensen finding Garish over the top and a quick finish.
That Christensen to Garish connection is one that has been around for about 3.5 years for the Knights. So the basket's going to be good. Foul called on Christensen after the shot. Calling the push as she tried to get rebounding space. Garish on Martin. Martin with the runner. And deflection. Yeah, the block called. Garish with the block. Good defense from her. Sharman initiates. This time left-handed and another block. 2 in a row for Garish against Martin. Not picking up that third foul. Long three-pointer from Christensen. It falls. Her second three-pointer of the evening. That gives Christensen 7 points, leading the Knights. Steal from Newman. She tries to find the cutting Christensen, can't find her, and then ends up throwing the ball into a post player that happened to be wearing blue.
Lucky break there for the Knights. The ball pinballs around for a little bit, but ends up out of bounds off an Eagles player. Knights retain possession. Chance to build on that 3-point lead.
Camden with the nice inbound and insert throw to Garish for that great cut.
Yeah, that was a design play. Especially after Christensen's hit her 2 threes, like you said. Get her, go into the corner, make the defense think that they're going to go back to her, and just a great slip. And that's something that separates Garish, is how quick she gets the ball out of her hand. No matter where she catches it, it's going up so fast, no opportunity for the defense to block her, and she's been doing that for 4 years here.
Sometimes it feels like it's a little rushed, but she's really perfected that quick up and down play in terms of getting the initiating pass, whether it's in the post or in that case a cut. Here looking for the inside out play.
No, you're right. If you've never watched her play, it definitely does look rushed, but as we've seen her play over the years, it's so under control.
Yeah, she's kind of perfected the be quick but don't hurry mentality on her shooting. Again with the help. Offensive rebound goes to Schwab. She was sandwiched between 2 Knights and still came down with that ball. Second personal on the Knights, Emma Camden, the sophomore from Buena Vista, Virginia. Went to Perry McClure High School. The Knights have 2 local products on the team. Also, Lima Mulitalo went to Rockbridge High School, though she spent most of her growing up years out in Baltimore, Maryland, with her father, an offensive lineman for the world champion Baltimore Ravens. Garish with the rebound, can't get the finish, but gets the second rebound, kicks it out, and the Knights will reset. Seven on the shot clock. Christensen's going to be forced to put this up. She drives baseline, gets it off just as the shot clock expires. Ball hits the rim. She gets her own rebound, puts it back in. The Knights up by 5.
Yeah, not sure what Coach Applebury is trying to argue to the ref there. Light went off after she'd already gotten the rebound, so really not even close.
Solid drive, a little Euro step from Schwab. Can't get the finish. Quickly ahead to Christensen. Garish swings to Singer. Singer with the 3-pointer from the baseline. Doesn't get it to fall, but gets the loose ball on the rebound. And then draws the foul on Tori Martin. Martin from Centerville, Virginia. Westfield High School. She's a senior. Tallest player on the court for the Eagles. And she'll stay in as that's only her first foul. Inside out play. Christensen taking that three-pointer. Doesn't fall. They're going to get a push off. Calling McCrolla for that offensive foul. She's a bit confused. So am I, to be honest.
Wasn't a lot in that one. Maybe did get her hand on the back there, but there wasn't much.
I guess if you're wearing blue, you completely agree that rebound only came because of the offensive push-off.
Yeah, Malia Dye checks in for the first time tonight. Again, a good job by Christensen denying that inbound pass. Another steal. Finds her teammate, gets it right back to her.
Nice bounce pass from Newman to Christensen. As you said, Adam, Christensen to Newman, and then she cuts, gets herself open, and Newman finds her. Newman, the freshman from Cedar City, Utah, went to Canyon View High School.
Yeah, leading the team in minutes per game, playing a lot of the game, and really hasn't found her shot yet. And that's kind of why we're seeing today her mostly looking for the pass first, and done a great job.
Martin's a 66% free throw shooter. Came into the evening 14 for 21. Misses that one, and the Knights will quickly transition with Alyssa McCrolla, known as Allie on the team. Christensen swings all the way over as Christensen transfers from one side to the other. And Malia Dye unable to corral the rebound. Dye in for the first time this evening. The senior 6-footer from West Richland, Washington, Hanford High School. If these Western states seem a little odd to you, you're listening to us. Pretty common here in Buena Vista, Southern Virginia, to have a very eclectic group of players from all across the country.
And that's a good shot because that one's in rhythm. Didn't hesitate, confident stroke, right off the pass, and gives the Knights an 8-point lead there off that beautiful three.
Yeah, that's a great three-pointer from Newman. Exactly what you would want, Adam, out of that early transition offense. If you're going to get a three-pointer, that's the kind of three-pointer you want. They also had a couple rebounders underneath the basket who really worked hard in transition to get down there. You really got to be happy with that if you're Coach Schroeder, giving them an 8-point lead. The Eagles are 0 for 3 on three-pointers. The Knights 3 of 10. Eagles really try hard to get to the paint. You see them with a lot of pump fakes on the outside. They want to get in tight. They want to get the ball into the paint, whether it's on the drive, in transition, or looking for the inside-out game with Martin.
And part of the reasoning behind that is their two leading scorers both play their best in the post. And also the team is just a good free throw shooting team. And so when you're banging down low, you're going to get more foul calls. And they shoot them well.
The Knights with some quick transition. McCrolla. Newman up top. The Knights with only two starters. In fact, only one starter on the floor. And jump ball called. It'll be Eagles ball. Now the Knights have 5 non-starters on the court. Coach Schroeder going deep into her bench early in the game. Baxter finding high post Martin. Martin will go left or right. And that left hand finds the bottom of the net. And a little spin move. McCrolla quickly down to her teammate. underneath as Dye tried to get the ball in that post with a post move, and it's going to end up being Eagles ball on the throw-in.
Maybe a little unlucky on that call.
Yeah, mixing up the little soccer. I guess we wouldn't call it a throw anyway. Got to get away from the soccer. It's over, Adam. Soccer's over, my bad. Again, the drive from Sharman. Christensen gets her hand. She goes to block that one.
Good call. You see the men's basketball team there on that first row. A little upset with that call, but it was a good call.
The men's basketball team has some big shoes to fill because the men's volleyball team was very animated, as is their tradition in the women's volleyball games. I think they need to step up their game a little bit. The left-handed drive from Dye was blocked from Martin, but they're going to get her on the foul. That's her second foul. And Garish will step back onto the court for Christensen.
Yeah, good attack there by Malia. Didn't let that last offensive play affect her, where she got the ball in a good position, just wasn't able to finish. Love to see her go right back at it and attack, and she'll get some free throws as a reward.
She misses the first one.
Falls out somehow. Don't know how many times that hit the rim, but
Sharman pushes quickly on the wing to number 20, Adeline Reiner. First time we called her name tonight. Baxter, left hand to the right hand. Sharman with the drive to the right. Sharman and Martin can both go left hand, right hand really well. Good fundamentals. As the Eagles have cut the lead to 3 for the Knights. And the turnover from Reiner gets her hand on that entry pass.
What a finish.
And then goes coast to coast. Great job by Reiner.
That was, I believe that was Baxter.
Oh, did she get that head to Baxter? You're right,
yeah,
that was
she
Baxter.
got it to Baxter with a good take and a good finish.
Yeah, watching Baxter play, watching Sharman play, they push the ball hard. They're not the tallest players, but they get into the paint. They're not afraid to stick their nose in there on the drive. We also see some of the 5'7", 5'6" players from the Eagles really participating on the boards as well.
A lot of maturity shown from Baxter as well, the young freshman. After a tough start to this game, 3 quick turnovers in the first couple minutes of this game. Really fought hard to get her team back in this one.
Wow, great hustle from Baxter. Good stop and shot from Shively. Puts it all the way over the rim. It's exactly what you want. Drive baseline, get yourself to a 6-footer and stop and shoot it when the defense steps up. Just a little heavy on the shot. Dye getting significant playing time. Difficult entry.
Yeah, a little bit of a force there, trying to get the ball into Garish. Good defense, though.
And looks like it went off of Sydney Sherman, the sophomore forward from Crozet, Western Albemarle product. Just about hour and 15 minutes north of Buena Vista. Also in is Bree Harper, the senior from Yorktown, Virginia. 2 seconds, Garish gets the shot, unable to get it to go. Maybe he got a touch on the hand that stopped it. She looks at her arm running off the court. Usually that's a signal they thought they got fouled. Coach Schroeder wants to have a conversation with the referees. Halftime now is the Knights lead by 1. We're up as many as 8 points. But the Eagles do a great job cutting that lead to 1.
Yeah, 7-0 run to end the first half to pull within 1 heading into halftime.
So Adam, looking over the stats, again, neither team exactly lighting up the shooting percentage. The Knights at 34% on 10 of 29, and the Eagles are 7 of 27, a 25% clip. The Eagles still without a three-pointer. The Knights now showing 2, but they have at least 3. Christensen has 2. And the Knights only shooting 50% from the free throw line. You mentioned pretty good free throw shooting from the Eagles. They're 8 of 12. We talked about the turnovers to start the game. Both teams with 9 turnovers. That'll put the Knights well below the 28 per game average.
Yeah, the Eagles really cleaned it up in the second quarter. We'll turn the time over to the dance team here as they perform at halftime and be with you shortly to get ready for the second half.
We are back here at Una Vista, Virginia at Knights Arena as both teams warm up. About 2 minutes left to go in halftime. I'm Scotty Winterton with Adam Peterson, and we've had a really great first half. 1 point separating the two teams, and when you look at the stats, that's about what you see across the board. Adam, a couple things that you mentioned early on about the Knights trying to be successful by limiting turnovers and staying in the rebound race with the Eagles. How have they done so far?
Yeah, looking at back at that first half, both teams with 9 turnovers, which is great for the Knights, causing 9 turnovers and also limiting their turnovers to 9. But also good for the Eagles, who got off to a quick start, jumping up to 3 or 4 turnovers in the first half of that first quarter. So they definitely cleaned it up in that second quarter. That's going to be something to watch in this second half as well, that turnover battle. And looking at the rebounds, Knights actually leading in total rebounds. 20 total rebounds in that first half for the Knights and 16 for the Eagles. Even out rebounding them in the offensive glass as well. 6 offensive boards for the Knights compared to the 4 offensive rebounds for the Eagles. But a lot of that was due to Carpenter being on the bench for most of that second quarter.
Yeah, the Knights come in with averaging 12 more turnovers per game than their opponents. So to be equal there is the reason why this game was close. But it also feels, I'm sure, a little bit disappointing for Coach Schroeder as her team was up 8 points. And as you mentioned, Adam, 7 straight points to finish out the first half for the Eagles brings them to within 1. Both teams have their best players, Christensen with 2 fouls and Garish with 2 fouls. And on the other side, Martin with 2 fouls and Carpenter with 2 fouls for the Eagles. So it's even across the board everywhere.
Yeah, and Courtney McCullough with 3 fouls. Had 6 points and really been good for the Knights this game, but 3 fouls limited her time as well.
The Eagles come with their starting 5, Schwab, Baxter, Carpenter, Martin, Ashley Martin, and Tori Martin. And the Knights with the early turnover. The Knights also with their starting 5 back in. Newman, Camden, Emma Camden, Anna Singer, Katie Garish, and Courtney McCullough. Good collapsing defense from the Knights. And Newman gets her hand on that ball, not able to get the turnover. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. High pick from Martin. Right-handed drive underneath the basket. Great defense from Singer, forcing that difficult shot. Newman has the ball at the point. Singer resets and picks up that pivot foot before putting the ball down. Travel called. 11th turnover for the Knights.
Yeah, not what you wanted. If you're a Knights fan, 2 turnovers in the first 2 possessions.
But Camden returns the favor, misses the layup. Great job from Carpenter. She's so slick around the basket. She's within 3 or 4 feet. She puts the ball in. Great drive off of the denied pick.
Yeah, and that's really hard on the defense when Garish comes to set a screen, because first off, she sets good screens. It's not easy to get around her on the screen. And 2, if you switch it at all, it's an easy roll and a layup for her. So really tough on the defense when Garish comes out to set those screens.
Yeah, I like that they're getting into that set early. If you're a Knights fan, that set will pay dividends.
Yeah, early on we talked about the matchup between Carpenter and McCrolla that we have right here. But what about the battle between the freshman guards in Newman and Baxter? That's also been a fun one to watch.
Both of them have done some hard work to get on the court as often as they do. And the transition bucket, easy points for Carpenter off of the hard work on the defensive end as the 1-point lead for the Eagles. Nice entry from the sophomore guard, Emma Camden. Exactly what you talked about. That time it was picking for her left hand. Switch came, quick roll from Garish.
And you can't switch that if you're the Eagles. Unless you're going to have that backside help, which both times they haven't. Knights doing a good job spreading the defense out when they're coming to set those screens, making it really easy for Garish.
Martin gets a bucket on the other end with that nice right hand turn. And they're going to call a foul on McCrolla away from the basket, trying to create some space and post up. They get her with the offensive foul. She's going to have to sit down now that she has 4. Anna Singer subs out. In for the Knights is Taylor Miyazaki and Savannah Christensen. Great pin as Misaki comes down to help, forces the turnover. And another traveling call on the Knights as Misaki picks up her pivot foot. The Eagle Mountain native freshman guard. They have her listed at 5'11". Three-point shot, still not a three-pointer for the Eagles, finding the bottom of the net. Garish in the post up, finds the cutting Newman, who throws it up and gets it to fall on the foul. Nice bench, happy with that. Everybody on that bench jumped up. Even the injured players were on their feet.
Yeah, we'll have to ask her about that one after the game. Of course, she'll tell us that was going to go in the whole time, but definitely just throwing it up there after it got the foul. Misses the free throw, but a good rebound by Garish. Finds her teammate Christensen for an easy bucket.
Garish fighting for that rebound, did a good job getting her head up as soon as she came down. Christensen ready to do something with that entry pass. Denied from Garish. Another turnover for her. Garish had Martin sealed.
I don't know if you saw that one, Coach, but Newman's face on that one looked right at Coach Schroeder, Brett Schroeder, not Lynette, and just said, "Oh, I got away with that one," because that pass got a little bit away from her. Foul bails it out, though, and Knights retained possession after the foul.
So Martin picks up her third, and she has to come out of the game. That is not good news for Coach Appleberry. Another offensive rebound. Christensen's able to finish. Christensen gets her 15th point of the evening, leading all scorers. There's not another Knight player in double figures. Another steal, 2 in a row for the Knights. Good aggressive defense, denying easy entry passes. Every time the Eagles pick up their dribble in the paint, they are staring at 3 or 4 sets of hands. And the three-pointer from Newman, this one will be a three-pointer. She had a three-pointer, it got taken away from her, and they only gave her a 2. She rectifies the situation. Now has 5 points on the evening. Nice entry pass, but unable to finish. That's the first time we've seen Carpenter not finish around the basket.
Yeah, it looks like she was expecting the contact on that one, but Christensen did a really good job of just staying straight up and almost backing out of the way.
Yeah, the old pull the chair out maneuver.
And Knights are really trying hard to get the ball into Garish, but maybe even harder work from Carissa Highlander on the defensive end for the Eagles to stay with Garish.
Well, if you can't get the post to Garish, then just throw it into Camden. And the second time that Carpenter hasn't finished with a short bucket opportunity. And if the ball gets knocked out of bounds, it'll be Eagles ball. The Knights have extended their lead to tying their game high of 8 points. Singer coming to the table, looking to check back in. And Garish comes in hard, gets with the body. Definitely a foul. That'll be her third. So now Garish and McCrolla. McCrolla with 4, Garish with 3. For the Eagles, Tori Martin has 3. So we're gonna see some scoring from people other than the leading scorers on both teams. And Emily Shively unable to get the first of 2 to go.
Yeah, see what the Knights do offensively here without Garish on the low post. Good job there by Dye to somehow turn around and catch that one.
I don't know how she caught it, and then I don't know how she didn't travel after she caught it. Good footwork from Dye. Singer, the high pick. Christensen doesn't finish the first, doesn't finish the second. Newman will say, give it to me, I'll finish it for a 3 as the timeout from Appleberry.
Yeah, much needed timeout there as that 3 pushes the Knights lead to 10.
Christensen and Singer working that high pick handoff, and Christensen does a great job avoiding the charge, but can't finish once, can't finish twice, gets knocked out to Newman. Newman gets her second 3-pointer of the half.
Yeah, Knights just more energy, really, working harder. Not saying the Eagles aren't working hard, especially on this defensive end. Like I said, Carissa Highlander was working really hard against Garish, did a really good job. But on the offensive end, just kind of settling, in my opinion, not getting the looks that they were getting the whole first half. The first half, they just weren't making those layups and those shots that they got in, open looks. Here in the second half, they're just kind of settling.
Right, the Knights are now at 37% shooting to the 27% of the Eagles. The Eagles still without a 3-pointer, 0 of 5. Newman adds 2 3-pointers to the 2 3-pointers that Nan Christensen hit in the first half. Knights still struggling from the foul line, only 55% on 5 of 9.
And highest scoring quarter for the Knights here with 3:40 left as they have 16 points compared to the 7 for the Eagles.
And they had 2 early turnovers, but they've turned the tables on that and turned the Eagles over 2 or 3 times to extend this lead. Singer jumps on that ball, but the Eagles double team and are able to get a jump ball, and it'll stay Eagles ball. Adeline Reiner will initiate from under the basket.
And that last play, and there's another good shot. The last play in their offensive set, got a good look. There's another good look, and then offensive rebound from Carpenter, which really tough to keep her off the glass.
She's so springy.
What a pass.
Oh, Dye had an easy shot, slips, not able to finish it, and it'll stay Knights ball. That was a great look, and Dye looked like she was going to be able to turn and just put it up there, and her left foot betrayed her.
Yeah, luckily nothing worse happened there. That could have been bad. Able to catch herself a little bit there.
"15 seconds on the shot clock. Singer drives baseline, double team comes. That was a great job by Baxter stepping in, and then she just leaned that right hip. Had she stayed there, Singer had nowhere to go with that. Baxter subs out, and Sharman comes in, but Sharman had a great first half. I thought she was the most active player on the Eagles team. Christensen with a little right-handed spin.
Just so long, using those long legs to get separation from the defense, protects her body, or protects the ball using her body. There's a quick basket for the Eagles.
Sharman getting in quick. Again, that one was left-handed. She just seems to be as equally adept at the right or the left. Deflection from the Eagles as 3 Knights come in. We'll see J.D. O'Bray for the first time. Emma Camden came in, and also Alyssa McCrolla. O'Bray, a freshman guard from Calgary, Alberta. Says she's from Foothills Composite High School. I'm not sure what they do in Canada to make it composite. I'd have to ask Coach Dahl, our women's soccer coach. He's a Canadian. Turnover on the travel. How many times? I think it's the 3rd time we've seen a Knight pick up their travel, pick up their pivot foot, being called for the travel.
This quarter.
It might be 3 this quarter.
Yes,
yeah, you're right.
I think so.
Yes, that's what I mean. Good kick and drive from Harper, but the Knights come over with the ball, and now looking to run the floor is Camden. McCrolla with the 15-footer does not fall. Shively gets to her right hand.
Another
Christensen
good rebound by Dye.
Christensen does a great job altering that shot. I don't know if she got a finger on it, but McCrolla with the pump fake, draws the foul. Might have been all ball by Sharman. She turned around, thought she got ball. But great job from Alyssa McCrolla creating that contact with the pump fake.
Yeah, great pump fake. Had a good looking free throw as well.
Yeah, I think those are her first points. First point of the evening. Second one goes long. Good box out on the shooter of Reiner. Again, left-handed from Sharman. She wants to get into the paint and to the bucket with a reckless abandon. She just goes after it. 7-point lead for the Knights. And great job getting on the floor was Reiner. And they're going to call a jump ball as Christensen ties it up. And it'll be Eagles ball. But there was one. They're saying White had the ball to start the quarter, but there was a jump ball at the other end. Have a meeting at the table. We'll try to figure it out. Looking over leading scorers, Christensen is at 17, and Newman has pushed herself to double digits with 10 points. Christensen also has 2 assists. For the Eagles, Martin has 11 points, and Carpenter now has 10 points. Sharman with 7. Sharman feels like a lot more than 7, though, how often she's getting into the paint. That's a great 6th player to bring off the bench.
Yeah, and a lot higher shooting percentage this half. First half, she was one of those players that was getting into good spots because she would get into the lane every time she dribbles the ball. At least that's what it feels like, but just wasn't able to make some of those in the first half, whereas this time she is making them.
Yeah, she was 1 for 7, and now she's 3 for 7, making her last 2 shots. The aggressive play from the Eagles. It'll be Eagles ball under the basket as they bring in 4 players, including Tori Martin. Christensen with the turnover as that inbound pass to Carpenter goes awry, but then Carpenter fights to get it back from McCrolla, gets it, and then draws the foul on the shot. Wow, that is some aggressive play from Carpenter. Gotta love that fight.
Yeah, hard work from her, and that's why Coach Applebury put her in.
Yeah, the Chesterfield, Virginia native. Only a sophomore, but fights and plays like an upperclassman. And that will be her 11th point. Misses the second, so she's tied with Martin for the leading scorers for the Eagles. Some real aggressive defense from Sharman, and Camden forced to put the ball on the court as time running out, draws the foul with just 0.9 seconds left, gets it on the shot. That was a great job by her, getting to a place where she could get a shot off and drawing the foul. Nice soft free throw. Only goes 50%. As the Knights take that 1-point lead, and now they're up by 7, add 6 to it. And so we'll go into the final period here, Adam, with the Knights up by 7, shooting 37%. The Eagles have reached the 30% mark, though still 0 of 5 from three-point land, 10 of 16 on the free throws. The Knights 7 of 13 on their free throws, hitting 16 of their 43 attempts. What else you see when you're looking over the stats? Why are the Knights, where did they get those 6 points from?
Well, really, that third quarter, just higher percentage shooting from outside. The 2 threes from Newman really helped out, but also got to the free throw line a little bit more than what they have, and that's really helped them. And going into this fourth quarter, down 7 for the Eagles, really a quiet 11 points for both Carpenter and Martin leading their team. Doesn't really feel like 11 points. So which one of them is going to step up? You mentioned it, Sharman really has played well, and that's why she's in right now. But which one between Martin and Carpenter is going to step up here in this fourth quarter and try and make a comeback? And as I mentioned, that Carpenter gets a steal.
Yeah, quick hands. She is just, and she might be the best athlete on the court just in terms of how she jumps, how quick she moves. Garish deflects the inbound, the entry pass, but it goes right to Carpenter, and then she drives, and Garish gets her 4th foul with 9.5 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, now foul trouble is going to be a key part to this game with both McCrolla and Garish, 4 fouls.
Yeah, who's gonna cover? Who's gonna cover Tori Martin in the post? You know, they're gonna enter that. Who's gonna box out Carpenter? I think Christensen will make an entry here pretty quick. She played the best defense down low with the foul trouble.
Yeah, and a little bit surprised that they're both in the game with 4 fouls. Good cut there. Just unable to find a shot, but a little surprised that they're both on the floor with 4 fouls, especially with how Malia has played. Hasn't necessarily contributed on the scoreboard, but really played good defense, gotten some tough rebounds around 2 or 3 Eagles players.
And McCullough gets an offensive rebound off of the Garish shot, and Carpenter will draw her third or pull her third foul. Keegan Schwab, the sophomore from Fairfax Station, Virginia, checks in. And McCullough misses the first of 2.
Yeah, down to 50% as a team, 7 of 14. That'll make it 8 of 15, but gotta improve that.
Yeah, they're gonna need to hit some foul shots going into the end of this game for sure.
But really, that's right on average, 54.5% from the free throw line coming into this game on the season.
That's a good job by Carpenter posting up McCullough. Nothing else McCullough can really do with 4 fouls. Didn't want to pull the 5th.
Yeah, that's just too easy. Good pass there.
Garish finds Newman, unable to finish it though. And off of the iron, the ball goes out of bounds. And the Knights with a 5-point lead will go back and play defense. So Nan Christensen checks in as Sharma comes down and will trigger the Eagle offense. Martin tries to do a little high post, but Garish able to get her hand in there, and the fast break transition doesn't fall for Christensen. Man, that thing just sat on the rim and sat on the rim.
That's 2 of those now for the Knights, because Camden had one of those too, fast break layup that hung on there, wanted to fall down, but just didn't at the end. Another steal by Garish.
Garish is getting her hands on a lot of balls, and for somebody with 4 fouls, I mean, it's pretty impressive. Nan, again, not able to finish, and they're going to call a foul on Emily Shively. Just her first. Camden will trigger the inbound. Pick for Camden from Christensen, and she'll swing it. Ball kind of dying in the hands of players on the perimeter. And Newman forced to drive with 3 seconds left on the shooting clock. Drives and draws a foul, ill-advised foul. She wasn't going to be able to get up any shot of consistency there.
This the second time Sharman bails the Knights out. This being the second, the first at the end of that last quarter. Did not need to foul, and Coach Applebury was really upset.
Yeah, conference over there with her assistant, Megan Green. I mentioned this is Applebury's 20th season. She has a very impressive 369 and wins, 114 losses. Garish. Martin squares her up. Martin should really look to drive there. She hasn't really challenged Garish. She gets a nice jumper. But with 4 fouls, you would think she'd be looking to take her to the rack, which we've seen her do several times in this game. She's got the skill sets to go both left and right. Only a 4-point lead for the Knights. Christensen turns. Cannot get the shot to fall, and the rebound falls to the hands of Schwab. Quick double team comes. And there's the foul. That's exactly what she needed to do. As Katie gets her 5th foul, and Garish will be forced to come take a seat. Swings at the ball instead of being straight up. We saw McCrolla in there just go straight up last time that she was facing, I think it was Carpenter. They posted her up. That's what Garish needed to do. Give up the point, stay on the court. Martin misses the first, hits the second. And we'll get a substitute for Martin as Carissa Highlander, the junior from Bozeman, Montana. She wins the prize for furthest away for the Eagles. However, Savannah Christensen from Lae, Hawaii, she wins for everybody.
And this one's going to come down to the wire, Coach. 3-point game here with just over 6 minutes remaining. And it's really going to come down to who wants it more. Who's going to fight harder on those loose balls, on the rebounds.
And you talked about, Carpenter and Martin stepping up. And I think Carpenter has done that. She has really got great drive. Unable to finish, though, was Courtney McCrolla. Nice lob finish from Carpenter. She is the one who stepped up, but she had a chance to finish a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. As Coach Lynette Schroeder calls a timeout, 32nd. Carpenter will have a chance to put this game at 45 apiece, and you mentioned it, Adam. Looks like it's going to come down to the wire, but right now the Eagles have really stepped up their play. Their transition game, they're fighting they're getting the loose balls, and they've closed that 8-point gap, getting ready, if Carpenter can hit this, to tie it up.
Yeah, and that was the question I posed coming into this quarter. Who's going to step up for the Eagles between Martin and Carpenter? And really, it's been both of them. 11 points for both of them coming into this fourth quarter. 5 early points for Carpenter, hoping to add a 6th here, and 3 points for Martin, and also causing that 5th foul on Garish, which might end up being huge in this one. Does miss the free throw. Good rebound there by Christensen. Knights hold on to that 1-point lead, but got to get something going offensively.
Yeah, they've stalled a little bit.
And we've seen them get to the basket and just not be able to finish, really, and that's a turnover there by Singer.
Sharman digging back and forth. Little yo-yo action between Sharman and Carpenter, and then Sharman finishes. Now a 1-point lead for the Eagles. And they're going to get a foul on the ground. 5 with the forearm on the drive. That'll be Highlander's first foul. Singer will take a seat on the bench, and Barrett Jessup from Salt Lake City Skyline High School.
Ashley Martin in for the Eagles has 4 fouls, so got to be careful here.
Yeah, the junior's been a little quiet today, Ashley Martin. Only 1 point on the evening on 2 shots. Was 1 for 2 on her only time going to the charity stripe. And 1 for 2 is McCrolla. Sitting on those 4 fouls, she will sub out. And the Knights will bring in Taylor Miyazaki. Great entry pass. And then Misaki reaches over her player, Ashley Martin. Pick up the Knights' 4th team foul. It's only her first foul. 5 minutes left, 20 seconds on the shot clock. And Jessup gets a hand on it, saves the ball, unable to get it back to her teammates. And the referee's calling a possession change, so there should be 28 seconds on the shot clock. They'll reset it. Eagles will inbound to Sharman. Newman with the task of trying to stop Sharman from driving. Misaki unable to get that steal, though she did get the deflection. Great right-handed drive. And then a jump ball, and it'll be the Eagles' ball. And Dye will check in for the Knights. Malia Dye from West Richland, Washington. The 6-foot senior will have the task of guarding Tori Martin. And the Knights stay in their man-to-man. And we're going to have a discussion here.
He gave a tech. The ref teed her up, so I don't think you can take that back. I don't think the ref's going to pause the play to give her an explanation. They never have before, so I don't know why they'd start now. And so the refs are taking the ball over here to shoot the technical, and that's what's going to happen here.
Yeah, Applebury kept asking and asking, stepped out on the court, didn't get the explanation she wanted, and eventually the referee said, we're just going to have to give the technical. I don't know how much leeway he gave there. I think he was giving a lot. And man, it's the first one. And I'm not sure I've ever seen anybody with such an animated response to hitting a technical foul shot because she thought she'd missed it. Steps up, hits the second one. The Knights now with a 2-point lead. Every point is an important point. That was going to be a jump ball for the Eagles. I'm not sure if do they change possession arrows. I think that not only do they lose, they lose possession arrow, they don't get the ball on the inbounds, and they had to give up 2 points on the shot. That's like 5 losses, all on one play.
Really unfortunate if you're an Eagles fan, but also could be a game changer. There's less than 5 minutes left remaining here, and those 2 points gave the Knights a 2-point lead.
Christensen forced to take the 3-pointer as shot clock was down to 1 second. Sharman looking to drive. Jessup reaches in on the drive from Schwab. Schwab did a great job getting baseline. And they're going to call, it's the 15th foul. So 2 shots coming for Schwab.
It might come down to free throw shooting with both teams in the bonus here with just under 4 minutes remaining. Who's going to have a higher percentage from the free throw line?
Well, they both were 12 of 21. Both teams were, so it was going to be even. However, now 13 of 22, 59% for the Eagles. The Knights are shooting 57% from the...
And a little higher percentage on the season for the Eagles.
The Knights running that high weave, unable to get into the paint with it. And then Dye had her arm caught in the hand of Martin. She was trying to release it, and Martin took a couple steps. That's an awkward play. The Knights will reset now with 30 seconds on the shot clock. All tied. Three-pointer from Christensen. Ice in her veins, gets her third of the afternoon. Puts the Knights up by 3. Both teams with 5 fouls in the bonus.
Yeah, and just a confident stroke. Knew what she was going to do as soon as she caught it. Defender was off of her a little bit. Finds the back of the net.
Sneaky play from Ashley Martin. Best drive of the evening for her. She has that capability in her. We just haven't seen her take advantage of those moments this evening. The Knights running some motion, and Dye miscommunicating with Christensen. Throws the ball away. Carpenter coming back in, subbing in for Emily Shively. So now you have Sharman and both Martins in, along with Carpenter and number 10. Number 10, Schwab. Nice save from Carpenter. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Three-pointer. First three-pointer of the evening for the Eagles. Very timely shooting from Keegan Schwab, the sophomore. Great job as the shot clock was winding down. That was the biggest shot of the evening, and she drains it.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Coach. Timely three-pointer there to get the first one of the night for the Eagles. 1 of 6 now, and just a confident stroke again, just like we saw with Savannah Christensen here on this end for the Knights. Just a confident stroke.
Puts them up by 2. 2 minutes left, 26 seconds on the shot clock. Knights will be inbounding in the half court.
And gonna have to find some offense here. Without Garish in there, they've really struggled offensively, other than Christensen hitting some timely shots. Would like to see them get something going towards the basket. Preferably with Christensen having the ball in her hand, but you know the defense is gonna collapse on her. So have her going towards the basket with some cutters. That way, your best player has the ball in her hands and she can make a decision. She's going to have some tough defense on her, though, with Carpenter, who's a good defender.
Yeah, the athleticism and rangy play of Carpenter will make anything that Christensen does more difficult.
That's just what they do, isolation for her. Just great defense.
The block comes down, shot clock's at 15. She's going to take a three-pointer. It doesn't fall. They're going to get an over the back against Courtney McCullough. And that'll bring a shooting foul, and McCullough fouls out. So Adam, you said it. That's a tough ask for Christensen going up against the defense of Carpenter. Carpenter gets the block. Knights get back the loose ball, but unable to finish. And now the three-point lead for the Eagles with both Garish and McCullough on the bench.
Still just a 4-point game, though, and plenty of time. Don't want to force anything. Still like to see something going towards the basket here. Try and draw a foul.
I believe this is the largest lead of the evening. Newman with a three-pointer, in and out. Carpenter goes up high to get it. Knights trying to put a little pressure on. They may have to foul. Schwab with the jab step, gets to her left hand, doesn't go. Rebound for Newman. She'll push it quickly. and then turns the ball over.
Foul.
And they're going to call a foul on 34.
That's her fifth.
That could have gone either way, I think, Adam. I mean, that seems like they were both going for the ball. I don't know how you determine Martin was the one that fouled.
Yeah, that is tough and unfortunate for Martin and the Eagles. It was right here in front of us, and Christensen did have her hand on the ball first, and I think that's the only thing that is going to give her the benefit of the doubt. As she does make a free throw there.
3 big hits in a row for her. Knights now down by 3. Second one goes long, but it bounces to her, and now Christensen one-on-one, die at the high post. The great hustle from the Knights. Emma Camden saves the ball, gets it to Die. Die gets fouled on the shot. She thought she was fouled on the first shot. Got to give credit to Camden there, fighting for that. If the Knights end up winning this game, it's that play right there that I think can be a signature play. Die hits her first.
4 of 6 on the season coming into this one.
Call it 5 of 7.
Yeah.
Front rim. And the timeout. Mary Washington with the timeout. That's their 3rd timeout. They'll have 2 left. Up by 2, 49 seconds. Full shot clock. Shot clock will be like 28 seconds. So about an 11-second discrepancy. No, 30 seconds on the shot clock. So 19-second discrepancy between the shot clock and the game clock. So the Knights do not have to foul here. They will get the ball back. The Knights bring in Camden and Newman, Dye, Christensen, and Miyazaki on defense. Sharman wearing the clock down. Martin against Dye. Just a little bit of clock usage here. They'll try to trigger now, and the foul called against Miyazaki as they get the shot clock down to 11 seconds. She tries to go for the ball. And she puts Schwab to the free throw line.
It's a good free throw shooter, 77.8% on the year.
And hits her first. And hits the second. So now 4 points for the Knights in deficit. 30.1 seconds on the game clock, 30 seconds on the shot clock, so basically even. The Knights are going to have to try to get a quick 2 and then foul. Coach Schroeder draws the play up. Knights have 2 timeouts left, as do the Eagles. So real turnaround. The Knights won this third quarter 20-14, and Mary Wash has won the fourth quarter 21-10. So a really powerful fourth quarter. The Eagles are up to 37% shooting. The Knights have dropped to 29%. Camden will inbound. Gets the ball to Christensen. She'll look to take on Carpenter. Gets the shot with the foul. Carpenter with the body. That's her 4th foul. And Christensen will go to the line. Great job shooting from the foul line tonight. Knights will have to foul. It's a big one. Puts it to a one-possession game. You mentioned it at the beginning of this half, Adam. This was going to come down to foul shots. Christensen doing a great job hitting both of those. So the Eagles take their timeout. They'll have one left. Up by 2. They're going to inbound in the offensive end of the half court. Shot clock is off. 21.7. Knights will try to get an early steal, you think, Adam? If not, foul.
Yep, a lot of pressure on the ball. Try to get an early steal or a tie it up. But yeah, if you're not able to get a steal, quick steal in 3 or 4 seconds, gotta make a foul.
Bounce to Schwab, or Sharman, sorry.
Foul is on number 4, Abby Newman, her second personal. Sends Mary Sharman to the line, shooting 2.
Sharman will shoot 2.
Another good free throw shooter.
That's 70%, 72% free throw shooter. And she hits the first. This is the big one. This will put him up by, we'll make it 2-possession game. Off the front iron. Carpenter saves it. Gets the ball back on the rebound. Carpenter. You asked her to step up, Adam, and she did. That was a great job getting underneath the box out, then saving the ball. And Martin now goes to the line. She sinks the first of 2. Up by 4, 15 seconds left. Misses. It's that second. Still, though, two-possession game. Wow, Carpenter just so strong. She fought through the box out of Christensen, then saves the ball from going out of bounds, finds her teammate Martin.
Yeah, and it's not like Christensen didn't box her out. She just fought through it, like you mentioned. Yeah, not much else to say.
Just jumped higher,
yeah,
and got her finger on it. And
got to give credit where credit is due. And I did ask who was going to step up. And not only has Carpenter stepped up, but really this whole Eagle team in this fourth quarter has really played well.
Martin with 17 points, Carpenter with 16, Schwab with 10, and Sharman with 10. Camden looks to inbound. Gives it to Singer. Time's running down to 10 seconds. Knights not able to find the shot. Camden forced to throw it up. And jump ball will be Eagles ball. They wasted about 10 seconds right there trying to find the shot. Long ball to Carpenter. She won't bother driving. Singer will pick up the foul. 1.4 seconds left. Being a 2-possession game, that's the last of it. So the Knights, 12 less turnovers than their season average, which they had to do. You said it, they had to keep this game close with that. They're also up 6 in rebounds. So they did both of those things, and just in the end, the offense kind of let them down. In the end, they couldn't get the ball in the bottom of the basket. There was a timeout called on the rebound. see what the referees say. There was 1.4 on the clock. There was a timeout called as soon as Christensen came down with the rebound. We'll see how much time they'll put back on the clock. 0.9. Not sure exactly how you determine that without without an instant replay, but 0.9 is what it is. Guess they're going to say half a second went off the clock. Seems about right. You know, Adam, what I really like here is that Coach Schroeder was making a point, right? Like, she knows you're not going to win. You're down by 5. You have 0.9. You have 1.4 seconds left on the shot clock. You still need 2 baskets. You're not going to get it. But she calls a timeout because she's trying to make a point. She's like, we will fight all the way to the end. It's what we have to do. There's no point where we're going to give up. Yep. And then they get that 3-pointer at the end, which was a nice inbound 3-pointer. Unfortunately, this still leaves 2-point deficit for the Knights, but give credit to Carpenter, really stepping up for the Eagles. The Eagles winning that half, 24-14. Or sorry, the quarter, 24-14. They end up with 37% shooting. The Knights at 30%, 18 of 59. The Eagles at 19 of 51. Eagles only 1 of 6 from three-point land. The Knights 6 of 19 at 31%. Pretty good three-point shooting. Really, though, foul shots let them down. 16 of 27, 59%, though. That's what they've kind of had all season long. So the Knights did what you wanted them to, Adam, but still couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, free throws got to improve. That really was the biggest difference in today's game. And Eagles just played a really good fourth quarter, able to make that comeback and then also close it out.
Got to give Carpenter, the player of the game, the way she played that fourth quarter. Sharman, though, really strong in the second half, as Martin spent a good bit of that on the bench. Those two players doing so much for the Eagles in the second half. They are able to get their 7th win, now 7-1. The Knights will fall to the Eagles, former conference foes. That puts the Knights at 3-3. And the Knights, let's see, Adam, let's take a look at the next opportunity to host this home
this Saturday
game. Is it this Saturday at no, Saturday's away, right? Saturday's away. So Wednesday the 8th. I think Wednesday the 8th is against Greensboro at 6 p.m. So
must have switched it up on us.
Switched it up a little bit on us. So come join us again on the Knights broadcasting. And we really appreciate everybody joining us. Hopefully everybody have the rest of your evening. Be safe and God bless.